So I'm Ribson 32. I've been holding off doing a playthrough in this game, so we're going to jump in now. I thoroughly enjoy this game. Those of you that follow me on Twitch will have seen me stream it and get owned by the AI. There's been an update which sort of has balanced the game a little bit, so I'm quite keen to jump in it now. We're going to play complete vanilla settings. I've gone ahead and saved a emblem there. I really like that. We're going to be called Ribson, and we're going to jump straight into this. So I'm going to. We need to be quite on it at the beginning. It's gonna be important that we can get stuff into it, and we're gonna start complete default settings. We could probably go for a hard playthrough or an extreme playthrough once we know the game a little bit more. But I'm really interested in seeing where this game goes. So this might not be the longest playthrough. I think I just want to get familiar with the game. I want to keep this as a save that we can jump back into as the game updates and explore it a little bit more. Here we go. So. Start off with, we're going to need to find our city. So what's it saying here? So for victory conditions dominance, so build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. Understood. So this is an RTS aspect to it as well, which is going to be something that's quite important. So let's have a look at what resources we have in our region. So we started quite central. I like that, just there. That's where our town is. So we have got, berries over here. We've got a berries deposit. We've got an iron deposit. We've got a clay deposit. Stone deposit, and we've got a wild animals deposit. So this is going to be quite interesting. So something else that is, we do have farm in land on it. That didn't come out very Englishly, did it? So if I look at the fertility, look at it on the right hand side, we've got different crops that we can grow. Oh wow, okay, this looks better. So Emma's something we can grow. Barley, yeah, we've got a good barley patch here. We need to be mindful of that when we're building. Farming will be important. So we will need to just look into that. But before we get into it, there's a couple of things I want to do early on. So we've got our hunting area here. So we can use this almost, we can build out into here pretty however we want, and then look to establish farming elsewhere, and we can rectify that later. First thing we're going to need to do though is to get ourselves a nice little foresters or a lodger's camp down. A logger's camp, not a lodger. A lodger's something completely different. Right. We'll just get some roads set up, as it will just help everyone move around a little bit better. Or a little bit quicker, should I say, is the right term. And you don't have a road? No, cool. So we'll do that. So that's our loggers camps down here. While that's going on, we can sort of plan the next stage. So we've got... what I'm going to do quite early on is, let's get this road set up down here as well. Is we're going to need some certain things. You see how that road bends around the buildings? I think that is awesome. Put you there and put you in here. Nice. So that's going to be how they're going to get into the camp. We're going to need hunters over here. Food's going to be quite important. Then we'll put this loggers camp up pretty quickly. So we get our little food chap over down here. Put them hunting right next to that as well. And then where were the berries? Berries were quite far away too, weren't they? They're all the way over here. No? Berries? Ah, that side. Okay, that's good. So we're going to want our berry hut's going to be a little bit, it doesn't have to be next to it, but I'm just going to put it within a reasonable distance. That will help. Right, while they're building, let's explain a little bit about the UI as we come back down here. We can little watch them. Actually, what we can do, this is one of my favourite features in the game, we can get right amongst our villages. Oh, they dig roads out as well. I didn't know they did that.
No slacking off.
Okay, calm down, you. So they're building it. That's not actually the road, is it? I thought they're working on the road. They're not. They're working on the loggers hut as that goes up. It's awesome, isn't it? So on our UI here, we've got our families. So we have to assign families to job. We've got our houses. We've got the number of people. We've got their approval. We've got our public order. So I guess that's like crime. We've got our regional wealth. We've got livestock. We've got the number of months for our food runs out. We've got resources on the top right corner. So we've got timber, planks, etc. there. That's like specific to building at the moment. You see here we've got the construction resources, food, fuel, crops. We've got some crafting materials. That's like this higher tier stuff, commodities, and our military. That's by our portrait. You can see we've got our treasury. We've got our tax. Oh, nice. Influence, which is what we use to claim regions. So if I zoom out like so, you can see we've got lots of little... These areas here are what we want to claim. What's this? Hildenbolt van Bernroot. I have butchered that name. He's the AI enemy. Eventually, at some stage, there's going to be little villages in all these. I think that's their plan. That'd be really cool. So we can see he starts with 2 claims, and he's going to start to try and claim areas which suits him better. Initially, we're going to try and push down to this area here, which is called what? Emerruth? Yeah. I'm going to struggle with these names. That's okay though. But that's a way off. We will look at that. Well, first of all, we need to get our village established, which we're doing right now. So I'm going to put in here, I want a, what's that? What are you? Pack station, storehouse, I want a hitching post. And we're going to get ourselves, straight away, we're going to put a hitching post here, and that'll help. And we can get ourselves another animal. That's going to help distribute resources. So the logging camp is up. I want to get two families in there. I may even put 3 while we're waiting, and I just want to really pump the timber, as we're going to use timber to build pretty much everything early on, which is going to be good. Well, it's going to be an issue, and what we can already is kind of establish a little bit here. If we look where resources are, so we've got hunting here, so food's going to be there. We're probably going to end up building some of our industry in this area, and houses we can kind of put in the middle. We will like eat through all these trees here as this chap grows. So this is why I wanted 2 hitching posts. We tend to build quite spread out at the beginning, and then towards the end, what will happen is it will all start to come towards the end. There are farming areas that we need to watch out, but we can always move buildings if we need to. So we're just building a road up here. Let's just look at an overlay and just check. I'm not really, I've played the game, but I haven't gone into farming, so I'm not too worried about, yeah, so we should be okay here. As rice seems to be everywhere, I think we're going to be okay. If needs be, we can just move buildings for a farm. Not the most efficient way. Right, so we've got the hunting camp up, so let's get a family in the hunting camp.
Summer's coming soon.
That's done. So that's going to be our first food source. Words. Right, so now I want to get a marketplace up. That's under residence, isn't it? That's administration. The marketplace is just... You'll notice there is marketplace. I'm holding off building initially our workforce or our people's homes. That's the word I'm looking for. Put you like that. Done. Cool. Get you built. And then we'll just put this road in like that. Nice. And what's this? Well, the reason for that is I want to get the resources up. Well, as soon as we build houses, they're going to start being unhappy about things. Berries are all the way down over here, so let's get our berry hub put in. And we need to get to a certain level for people to come and join us. We need to be at 50% approval. We're down at 49 already, and it's going to take a. You can be. I think there's going to be a good little spot for you. Yep, that'll be good. And then we can have. So we can have more industries. Yeah, we're going to work out. It's going to work out good, I think. What? Initially, we will be using our own people to try and bring in some resources, which is going to be fine. So Woodcutter's Lodge, we can... I think we can have this just on this road here, and then we'll get a storehouse near it. That'd be good. We've got a message. I've heard of you renowned. I only seek to defend my rights and my honour against those who would wrong me. Hope you will not judge me by the rumours and slanders that may spread about me. Signed and sealed by my own seal. It'd be nice if there was a seal on that. Hinden Bolt van Bannerut. How do I say that, guys? I have butchered it. That's what I have done. Okay, lovely. So that's everything starting to come in here. That's good. So as these get built, that's going to help us. So we just placed down our Woodcutter's Lodge, and now is this shop built? Yes, a hitching post done. So I'm just going to buy another ox. This ox is going to come work at this hitching post, and that's going to help us because it means we've got 2 oxes moving resources around, so they're going to be getting delivered twice as quick, which is what we're going to want here. Let's just enjoy these people working. Let's put the speed on this. We are going to need to. We will need to get a granary and some sort of storehouse set up going as well. I don't think we can just kind of help process resources. It's going to be a little bit of juggling early on. There's a bit of micromanagement to keep things going, which will be good. So our Hunter's Lodge is up, and we've got a family in there. That's right. So the Hunter's Lodge produces hides and meat. Okay, so we've got hides and meat coming in. We're going to have berries coming in soon as well. We've got logs. That's excellent. And then we've got a marketplace here. So what each family will do, they'll come over to the marketplace and they'll set up a little stall for themselves. And I think it's the wife of each family that does that, which is pretty cool. So we'll see the market grow. You can already see the first one. And that's going to, by having different food and resources, that's going to give us some big buffs and going to help with that. So in preparation, I think we've got the Woodcutter's Lodge. I think we're not far off. The Woodcutter's Lodge gives us a firewood, it does, doesn't it? We don't want a forestry quite yet. We've got a hunting camp, yes. Got the U as well. Marketplace is going to be good. I don't think we need a stonecutter's camp yet. Logistics were good on that. We'll probably do the granary as well. I'm going to put the granary You're the... What do we put here? Put the woodcutter's lodge. I'm going to put a storehouse in. We do need a granary, actually. I'm going to put a granary in. We can always move it. The granary is probably going to make sense quite close to these two, isn't it? That's two of our food buildings, so it's going to make sense there. I'm going to put... Yep, oh, look at that. Woodcutter's done as well. We don't need... I'm not going to put a person into you yet. A foraging hut is done as well. Put a person into you. That's good. We do have 3 people in the lodging camp. You need to keep 1 person spare so that we're going to keep building, which is fine. And let's get ourselves... Now I think we're at the stage where we could definitely benefit from having some houses. And I think we'll use this street here initially to set up some houses. So if I put you here... Now it's important early on that we make sure when we build our houses that the houses... Oh, I could have done that better. I don't want to build a road. I press the road button. Oh, there's the road. I keep pressing R to rotate. That's some games. Let's rotate, isn't it? That's a problem with me playing so many games. So I want to plot like this. And what we want to make sure is that's 4 houses. Okay, 5 houses, and they've got a garden. Let's just go back a little bit more. And the reason I want gardens for them is perfect. That's exactly what I want. The reason I want those gardens is what we're going to do in those gardens. We can set farms up in all of them. And they can have veggie pots, they can have chickens, they can have goats, and these all produce resources for our town. What we do need, though, is I think each one needs... We've put the lumber down, so that we should be quite quick in building them, actually. And then once we get everybody in them, that's going to be excellent. That's going to make everyone happy, so we can actually... Oh, we are moving a little bit faster, that's good. Foraging hut has a person in it. Do we have berries coming in now? We do. Excellent. So we're going to be getting... Probably actually, they're growing, they're not ready to harvest, so we can take a person out of the berries and we can have 2 people building, and then we should be able to knock the homes up pretty quickly, because being as we now have 2 ox, so we should be moving along at a good speed. Once we get the granary up as well, we can get somebody in there and get our food in somewhere that's dry and safe for the winter, because resources, you may have noticed as we're moving around, we've got all our food just lay outside, and that's not cool. Once we get that inside, it won't perish as food outside, it decays slightly quicker. There we go. Life lessons. We're learning things here. So we'll get that put in there. Here comes... Do we have a family in you? We don't. You are coming straight over here. We are. We're going to chug along quite quickly with this. These just require 2 timbers. And with our extra ox, with the 2 ox that we have now, we will be moving around quite nicely. We have you... No? Traded available in 7 days. A stable space 1 of 1. Excellent. Yeah, so we do. I was just wondering if we had both. We do. Yeah, there it is. And these 2 oxen are just helping. That's such a good way. I find early on, if we put 2 of them down, it really, really, really helps. Which is what we want. And we're going through these trees pretty quickly as well. I never noticed that they have like a root base is a bit weird, but early access game. And they will be putting stuff in. So we could assign an ox to this dedicated logging camp, but I think that's going to be good with the 2 we've got. We do need to remember about these and try and grow them as we go. We are bringing in regional wealth, which is good. So we're hunting quite nicely. That's bringing in things. Once we get the granary up, we're going to put a family in there and get our food in from the from outside. How is the berries? Are they ready to be harvested yet? They're not. They're still growing, so we don't have to worry about them. Once they're ready to harvest, we'll put a family dedicated to that. Are we doing firewood? We're doing good for firewood, so we don't need to worry about that too much at the moment as well. Things are going good. All right, guys, welcome back. So we've just completed construction on our 4 houses. I've gone ahead and I've placed 2 vegetable gardens in these houses here. 2 here, which is going to be quite nice. That's going to enable us just to produce more vegetables, which is going to give us more food diversity in the marketplace, which is going to help us once we get our little food store placed here. Can I like pre-place stores? I don't think I can I? I've got distracted, I know. Food variety is going to be something that we need. Like we can do better. We're going to be producing meat and berries and vegetables. So we're going to have 3 food sources. That'll give them a little bit of happiness. Something else I went along and did is I put our first person into our woodcutter's lodge as fuel for the houses is going to be quite important as well. They want that. That's going to be something that's going to keep them reasonably happy. We do need a few more buildings for our people. It's quite dark though, isn't it? Can we do anything about that in the settings? Maybe I'll have to do that pre-edit. I'm playing on it. Look, we've got max settings and everything, so yeah, I don't think there is. Never mind. Okay. This is the cosmetic day-night cycle. Actually, I quite like it. You let me know in the comments, guys, if you want me to keep the day-night cycle on. Otherwise, we can just go daytime all the time if it's easy for you guys to see. And I understand that. Right, there's our food stall up. That is good. So we're going to start delivering food into there. We will get a firewood stall up at some stage as well, which is going to help on that. So we just need to keep an eye on our berry supply over here, which is still growing. Look, once that's ready to be harvested, we can then get them to harvest. It is a rich source. I did put some people into the granary as well. So, oh, yep, you can see, look, we're starting to transport goods into there, which is excellent. That's what we want to see too. A loggers camp, we've got one person in there, so everything's going quite good. We've got, what? We've got 28 timber, so I'm not worried about logs for the moment. Forage hut's doing well. So maybe we do need to plan a couple of houses. We can maybe get another 3 or 4 houses just placed down. We have the family spare to build them. We don't need to rush them. This is just going to be, once we're in a position to people to come in, they will come in. And I built a road through here as well. And I think this like leads quite nicely into another little plot of houses here. So if we give you a bit of this, yeah, well, that's a lot. That might be too many. Should we put you down to 4, 5? Okay, so we can put 4 more houses in there. Do I want to do that? What you can see with this one is slightly different to the plots we built previously. These houses are going to give us a house, a garden, and spare spot. And then eventually we can get work. Yeah, we're going to do it. That'll give us 8 more people in this area, plus another 4 gardens. We could use it for chickens or maybe goats. We are also going to, at some stage, we're going to want to get workshops in and things. So there's going to be quite a lot for us to do. But we want slightly smaller plots for that, I think. Those of you that played it, how do you set up your houses? I'd be quite interested to hear that. That is good. Right, so they'll get built. Everyone's going to chug along. We can up the speed a little bit. Let's get rid of the menu. I think at the moment, there's nothing I want to get built so far. We went up a level here. Excellent. So we do have, there are, I guess, what were the development points that we can put into our town. I'm never really sure how to do this. Let's just have a little look. Charcoal burning. We could go straight for military and go straight for armor, as I feel like we've got a decent amount of food. We're not going to go too much into our village yet. I'm just looking at it. So we've got an orchard that allows us to place apples, which takes 3 years to grow. We've got sheep breeding. So sheep going pastures slowly multiply. That could be something for later on, but I definitely think that will help us. I don't want to go too early into farm. At the moment, we just want basic things. Heavy planning of plough systems enables employing oxen at the farmhouse. Foreign supplies, a new building, firewood cart, a permanent market store which provides a passive income of firewood. Okay, so that's like importing firewood. That much probably relevant a little bit later. Trader logistics, trade route costs 50% less. That might not be a bad one, although we're not considering trading yet. Trapping enables hunters to skillfully lay traps in the forest, which gives passive meat income. Not a bad idea for early food. Forest management doubles capacity for berry deposits. We've got a rich one, so I don't think we need to do that at the moment. So beekeeping gangs a new building apiary. Workers collect honey. Every region can sustain up to 2 apiaries by default. Placing more will not increase yields. That's like an additional food source. That's not a bad idea. Charcoal burning. I am leaning towards basic armory. Actually, or maybe we got the apiary. We get the food sorted, get people happy. Yeah, we've got an apiary. I did it. We got the apiary. So that's cool. So we want an apiary. We're going to want an apiary pretty early on. So is that in farming then? Gotta find the apiary now. Or maybe just normal stuff here. So an apiary, right? Is it pretty big? No, it's not bad. Not enough good. So we need to make planks until we can make that. Excellent. So that leads us into the next section. So over here, I'm thinking we can have a bit of our industry. Did we build I haven't built a storehouse yet. Okay, that's good. So we can build. We can have a forestry next to this as well and just place other logging camps down. So let's get a sawmill down here. And we're queuing up quite a few buildings here. And that down there as well. What we can do, I mean, we only have one family, so they're going to want to build anyway. But we have 2 oxen, so we're going to be able to deliver the resource pretty quickly. These take a little bit more. No, the same. That's going to be excellent. How are we doing for regional wealth? We're not quite there yet. We've got our food storage is full, the hunting camp. Okay, that's good. That's why we want the other action down. How are we doing for food in the granary? We should be filling you up quite nicely now, yeah. Bread and things, so that's starting to fill up nicely. Well, we don't have bread stored over. No, so we've got no food stored over, and the supplies a little damp. And this, the storehouse here is going to be quite important for us. So I'm going to prioritize the storehouse because I want to get our goods inside, as I feel like we might lose them. What do we call them? What do they do? What do you leave them outside? They rot. They're gonna decompose. They're gonna Yeah, you understand what I mean. Because we've got the exposed stores here. Yeah, exactly. They get weather damage. Wow, Ripson. You used to be able to speak. So I think we're in a good spot here. It's a good place to end the episode. Let me know what you think to this guy. Do you want another episode? Do you want the series to continue? I have been a bit quiet on the channel. Life gets in the way, unfortunately. I will keep posting videos. It's just not going to be as regular as it used to be. So if you've enjoyed the video, as always, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Comment below. Maybe you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All right, guys, take care. Ciao.